Hey everybody, this is the Lock Lawyer. No, it's not the Lock Lawyer. Hello, this is Lock Lube. No, it's not Lock Lube. This is Mike with door and lock tips. Oh man, I have been trying very hard to learn this ninja little software called Liger software from who knows where. It's from another country, and man, is this tough. I wish I could get a better shot of this. You know, I've tried everything to get a better view of this out here in the truck, you know, but I just can't seem to get a better view. Maybe that's a little better, I don't know. Well, here's what I'm trying to do. And I've actually postponed this video for about 4 or 5 days. I'm trying to put like just a regular key, into the memory, the history. See where it says favorites? I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can. There we go, you can see the history now. Here's what I'm doing. I've got a key, and I've got my original, beautiful ITL book. And in this book is a bunch of stuff, right? All kinds of keys and things you have to know in order to program the ITL machine. In this particular little creature though, oh man, I'm knocking over lights and everything. All right, in this creature, which is totally different than the ITL, it uses software. It uses this Liger software. And I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but I think I've got it right. And I want to put a key that I've already got in my ITL machine. See, I've already put a tag. And I have another video on these little paper tags. These are invaluable. I have the tag. I have my nice little book of all the keys and where they go. Now I just want to put it in, right? That's all I want to do. I just want to put this in favorites. So on this key, it says 103. I don't know if you can see that over here in this corner. I'm trying to get it in there. It says 103. See that? 103M. This is very important. It's ILCO 103M. So I'm going to blast this into the software. And here's how you do it. You push search. Like the little sound of this. Now you can do key or cylinder. So I'm going to do key. And now it shows you that it kind of holds the memory of your last search. So I'm going to do one. It's actually 100. Yeah, 1003M. Yeah, that's what it is, 1003M. Okay, there it is, ILCO. Look how cool it is. I already found it for me. So I just say the word next. Oh, that looks just like it. Now this software is called Instacode, which is in the industry. It's just a wonderful software. So if you look at the tip of the key, here's the tip of the key. Isn't this is cool. I mean, really cool. And that is the key. Well, it may sound real easy, but I have spent 4 days trying to get in 40 keys into this that I normally use. And you know, there's so many keys in this world, guys. If you're new to this industry and you're not familiar with how many thousands of keys there are and different makes and brands and models and all kinds of stuff, too bad one guy didn't invent the entire key system. Wouldn't that have been nice? Just one guy, and we buy it for one guy. I would have loved that. But you know, that just didn't work. So thousands of guys have come up with their own keys as copies of the original guy that made this key. So now I'm going to go next, okay, because I found the key, and I don't know, is it an M? We'll find out. I think it is. So we'll go next. Takes a little while. There we are. Now, according to this, this is the depths and the spaces of this key, if you can believe it. Now, according to my ITL killer book, right? ITL, the book of ITL says this key definitely says right here it's a 1003M. So this is the slot that I would input all the information in this wonderful book for my ITL. Now, according to the book, this says the very first from the shoulder to the first center of the depth is 172. Let's just see if that's true. See, it's not. That's 170. And the first depth is 264. Let's just see if that's really true. 264. According to my ITL book, number 1 is not. It's 269. What's a guy to do? What's a guy to do? Do I believe this? Or do I believe my wonderful, flawless ITL? What do I believe? You know what I think I have to believe? Just so you know, when you're out there in the field, you're going to have the guy's key, right? You're not just going to have depth and space. He's not going to walk up to you and he's going to say, oh, here's the code of the key. No, he's going to have the key. And he'll either want you to maybe repin the thing, rekey it for him, or he's going to want you to make a duplicate. So all this that I'm doing is probably pointless. As a locksmith, what would we call ourselves? Oh, I don't know. It's not a perfectionist. It's just, we're very thorough, right? This is locksmithing practice. I would want to know the depth and space of this key. And it should be uniform all through the entire system. But it's not. It's not. There's so many people that have made these keys. It's driving me out of my little pea brain. How in the world can I get this? So really, I think what I'm going to do on some of these keys, like this one, this Olympus, or maybe it's not Olympus. It's a 1003M. Well, this key, it really says 1003M. I'm going to believe, just for fun, that this thing has it right. Okay, this high-end, super, $8,000 computer brain has it right, and ITL has a generic or something of that nature. Because really, if you look at their book really close, guys, if you look at this, look at how many different keys there are. Look at how many different makes and models and keys. So I have the 1003M, but I also have all these other ones. So maybe, you get out your vernier calipers when you get the guy's key in your hand and you say, oh, okay, this is the depth, space, and I can play with my ITL, but I really can't play with this. But I can, guys. I can go backwards. Watch this. And I can go through the different keys. Now, some of them are identical. If I go through this list, some of these are identical. It's the same key, right? But some aren't. They're slightly different. So if I go over here, now see, it's 191. So it's the same milling. The tip of the key is identical to this key, because if you look at it, it's the same milling, guys. It's the same key. It's identical. It's the same key, but it's a different depth and space. So if I am out in the field and I mic a key and I only have this Ninja, and I'm not going to call it a piece of junk. I'm just going to call it, I don't like this software. They love it, but I'm very unfamiliar. I've only worked with the ITL world. So now I have this software, I have the Ninja, and I've got to know this software. So I'll play in the field until I get it, until I find the depth and the space that I'm looking for when I'm using the veneer calipers, which just appeared in my hands, and I take and I measure the depth and space on the guy's original key. And then I try to match it to whatever the depth and space are on, like 20, 30, 40 keys in this software. Maybe more. I mean, seriously, look at them. Look at how many keys. This is just lists and lists of the same profile of that key. Look at this. So if I go there, it's the same key. It's an S1-550. But let's see if the depth and space is different. See, it's 191 now. And the depths are about the same. So, moral of the story, you absolutely must have, guys, a set of veneer calipers. You must have a machine that can go through many lists. If you've got a computerized monster like this, you have to be able to sort through it. You take the guy's original key. You measure it with your beautiful veneer calipers. This happens to be Michitoyo 4-inch. I would get a 6-inch. I've had trouble with these ever since I bought them. They're too short. My hand falls off the edge. I kind of like to hold on to something more than 4 inches. Get a 6-inch. But these are beautiful veneer calipers. You can get them from MSC Supply. Great veneer calipers. Michitoyo is one of the best in the world. You want to get hardened edges, and never drop this thing. So you measure it with your beautiful veneer calipers. You're going to dump about $300 to $400 on. And you're going to have the guy's keys. And all I'm going to say is you're going to have trial and error. I wish it was better than this. I wish I could just push in one key number and it would cover just the key I'm looking for, but it doesn't. My ITL, maybe there's so, hey, you know what I really don't know? Maybe the tolerances are so loose on these things that it would cover multiple depths and spaces and the key would open. I don't know, but that just bothers me. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Tell your friends, ring the bell, and I will have more door and lock tips, more intuitive, I guess, more interesting door and lock tips than this one. I have just been out here for 5 days. I've been trying to think, what am I going to do for you guys to give you a nice video where it explains all this stuff? And it really doesn't. So I've left you out in a lurch. I wish I was like the lock lube guy and maybe, the lock lawyer. But I don't even know if those guys are locksmiths. This is the real world suffrage. So please subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends, ring the bell, and I'll have more door and lock tips like this coming your way. Thank you, guys.